Well, that's some bullshit. Asking Mel Gibson to be in a movie called Fat Man. Well, who's going to be the Fat Man? Won't tell him.
I haven't read the script. I don't really know.
Tell you what, this is a surprise reading. So that must be a damn good script if you give Mel Gibson the script called The Fat Man and saying, yeah, that's you. But I can see how that could be a little intriguing to somebody, because there was a time, many Christmases ago, when Santa was beloved by all children, man. You know, children used to get up not only to get their toys, but to get a glimpse of the big jolly man coming there eating their cookies, drinking their milk.
Mm-hmm. Kissing their moms.
Kissing their moms. Kissing them, or yeah, at least.
For Santa, it's not about giving. It's about the sex tourism.
Exactly. That song. So I saw Santa kissing mama. Well, shit, I saw him my mama. Shit, you got off easy, man. But now maybe some kids did see that image, man. Maybe kids did see Santa Claus kind of slipping in mama's bedroom and coming out when he should have been up in there. Because nowadays, back in the day when kids just waited for the toys and the Santa and the cookies and everything, now kids they stay up because I'm gonna shoot that. Come in here and mess with my mom. Kids wait. Well, that's a damn shame. That's how crazy 2020 is right now. Kids actually waiting up to take a shot at Santa Claus.
And it doesn't seem all that odd.
And it actually seems normal. But he brought you toys. Shit, he brought me this gun too. Imagine you want me to use it on something. So but
he didn't bring me the toy I asked for.
Yeah.
He brought me a red one, and I clearly wrote that I wanted blue.
Yeah, that's what kids.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what kids they're thinking. They're like, why should I get one toy from Santa when I can get all them motherfuckers? Freeze, bitch. Kids today, they're like, nah, you know what? No, it's personal now. I'm gonna hire a hitman. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. And that's what happens here with Fat Man. I'm looking at my man right here. I was looking at that because that's the actual scene. Those are the holes where they took shot at his sleigh. Yeah. He went down in flames. Yeah. He's going out of the way for these murderous brats out here. People taking shots at him, injuring him. He's coming back now. Back in the day, just used to be like, well, my feet are sore. Well, let me get by the fire and, get some hot cocoa and call it another year. Today, he's come back in with bullet wounds. Yeah, black eyes and shit. I mean, it's getting dangerous out there. And the thing is, he's going out there suffering for this job now, and business is not even that good.
Right.
The workshop is hemorrhaging money at this point. Poor Els ain't been paid in years, man. So at this point, this might be after saying all this might be a stupid ass question, but hey, can Santa keep the Christmas spirit? Because at this point, I say, fuck it. Santa Mel over here, he's saying like, you know what? Fuck Christmas. I'm going to start celebrating Hanukkah. I don't even like Jews.
But it's less work.
Work and it's safer. Mm-hmm. I can go for 8 nights of nothing but joy.
How are you, Mike? Nicole and the kids are...
Well, Mike put that...
How do you know me?
It wasn't like, hey, man, do I know you? He's like, oh, fuck. Shit. It's either Santa Claus got me or Mel Gibson knows who I am. Either way, it ain't good. Bitch! Boy, man, look at he's so mad he had to run out in the snow to cool his ass off.
I'm looking for the Fat Man.
You can't be serious.
Boy, it's funny how things get real serious when they have some shit.
The Fat Man's got his eye on you, kid.
This movie, what you think of this film really does depend on your expectations. Now, I know that sounds like a broad statement right there because everybody goes in with expectations, but the reason why I say this in this case is because maybe I'm just judging off of my first impressions of the trailer, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, all right, you got crazy Mel Gibson in here. You see all kind of guns and shooting and looking at that. I don't think that's what you get here. So if you're going in expecting like an action film with over the top violence, if you're expecting something cartoonish, if you're expecting to see like Santa riding on Rudolph with 2 machine guns shooting at people and things like that. That's not what you're gonna get, man. You'll be very disappointed. This is not the Expendables of holiday movies or specials. Now, if you're going in maybe expecting, after I tell you this, if you go in knowing that you might be watching, I don't know, an episode of Fargo with Santa Claus in it, then maybe you'll be okay with it. Because with this has everything that Fargo has while being somewhat a very more grounded version of Santa Claus and the North Pole and all the mythology and the lore that goes with it. This has like a greedy hitman who's hired by a sniveling piece of shit, an innocent target who may or may not be a badass, and a lot of people who are murdered are killed just because they just happen to be in between all this stupid shit. To me, at least, that's what I saw. I saw like a very, very Coen Brothers Fargo version of a holiday movie. It's not over the top because I think the joke itself is that they are taking this as seriously as they do. As I said, it's very grounded. And then personally, it just look like they don't even have enough money to get crazy.
That is definitely
that is absolutely true.
It's like, maybe they would have done all that crazy shit. You would have had fucking Mel Gibson riding a reindeer to the moon, maybe just on a rocket blasting off, man, or shooting guns and everything, if they could have. But I think what they did was they say, hey, look, we know we're making a lower budget film, so we're going to make something within the restraints of what we have here, the resources that we have.
This is a drama. This is not. This is not an action film. You said this is not something like Die Hard or even Lethal Weapon, which I was thinking is like, oh, it's Mel Gibson. You got him for an action movie. It'll be like kind of that classic callback to that. No, not in any case whatsoever. The big issue with the film, it's neither as action filled as you want it to be, nor is it as funny. It takes itself, I think, way too seriously. I'm like, okay, I'm just watching this man, and his way of life is just kind of dissolving over like probably decades, and all the jolliness and the joy in the world is leaving, and he's just kind of with his wife, and they're kind of almost destitute. Can't pay their employees anymore. It's like, what? Wait, what is this? This is Santa Claus being a badass, and it's just not that. And honestly, I just thought most of the time you're spending it with Walton Goggins, who's just a creep.
Well, I wasn't necessarily bored, but when I looked at the trailer, when we showed the trailer and you were excited about it, I was like, I'm not, because I can totally see how this is going to be somewhere in the middle of the road. And your comparison to Fargo was good as far as what it was attempting to be. Yeah. But I found it to be too many different things and not enough of any of them.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, like you said, Chris, it actually focusing on Santa Claus and his wife, who I thought Mel Gibson and Marianne Jean-Baptiste were great. And I was like, you know what? I could spend time with this. This is grounded. Yeah. I was digging it. But everything with Walton Goggins, I was like, man, this is tired. We've seen this kind of thing before. Yeah. And his character is such a vulgar cartoon that you don't really even enjoy him. No. And even the kid who sends him on his way, you get to going, the sniveling rich kid, he's not in it that much. You get enough to where you're supposed to hate him, but you're like, you just, all this is it's too much to really to really ground it.
Damn, boy,
I know.
I'm still on that fuck Mel Gibson train right there, man.